Hello folks, welcome to the next video of King's Eyes channel. We're going to take a look into a little bit of the nature of women and discuss an observation I've made. We all know that women are attracted to bad boys and they mistreat good guys. And everybody, I've heard people say that it's because good guys are being fake, or bad guys are liked because they make themselves out to be higher status and all kind of different things. And I'm not disputing any of those, hypotheses or anything. But I like to come at it from a different angle. Okay? In order to become good with women, and typically when I say become good with women, I mean become more of a bad boy, so you're more attractive to women, you have to have experience with women. Most bad boys have been hurt by a woman in the past, thus changing his behavior to that of a bad boy. So what if women are attracted to bad boys, not because they just make themselves out to be at a higher status or whatnot, but what if it's a form of pre-selection? What if subconsciously women know that if a man is shy, or he has a tough skin, or he's hard to crack, he can't be controlled by a woman? What if subconsciously they know that these are results of these men being mistreated at some point or another by a woman? Therefore, pointing to the fact that this male has experience with women. Other women in his past who most likely have mistreated him chose him. And for one reason or the other, they misused him and whatnot. So if these women in the past chose him, they chose him for a reason. And of course, women don't want a man that other women don't want. So the opposite would be true for nice guys. Most nice guys are oblivious to the nature of women. If you're oblivious to the nature of women, the way women work, then you most likely don't have much experience with women. And if you don't have much experience with women, according to pre-selection, you look less attractive to women. So I think coming from that angle, that also makes sense. Because women choose men off of post-selection and pre-selection. Pre-selection can come across in the way you carry yourself. Not just, pictures or videos or just out evidence of you being surrounded by attractive women. The way you carry yourself also says if you've had or have not had success with women in the past. So, like I said, none of this is a rebuttal to any of the other hypotheses. But when I look at the nature of women, and I'm a man in his 20s that is making actually pretty good, is gathering a pretty good amount of resources. So I'm doing pretty well. So I have enough experience with women to make these kind of videos. I don't have a whole ton of life experience yet, but I do pay attention. And that's something that I noticed. Bad boys get all this attention from females. But why is that man categorized as a bad boy? And it's most likely because of the way he acts toward women and toward the outside world in general. And most of the time, for us to have the reactions to the outside world or to women that bad boys would have, we had to have been mistreated by said woman or the world. Or what we would consider mistreated, I guess. And if you're a nice guy, you're probably ignorant to a lot of what's going on around you. You know, and women peep this out naturally because in order for them to survive, they have to be aware of what's going on around them. They aren't physically strong enough or, in a lot of cases, creative enough to tame their environment around them. So they must be more aware in order to survive. And in this time where we are safer than almost any other time in history, that's branching off. That awareness is branching off into the way they pick their mate. So if you're a nice guy, you're coming across to females as being ignorant, as not having much success with the opposite sex. You are easily used. You're easily manipulated. So all of these things translate to her. Some of them, they know what they're doing. Some of them is on a subconscious level. But you're communicating to them ignorance, lack of success, which equates to weakness in a sense. Whereas if you're a bad boy or you have I don't give a damn tendencies, it's because you were hurt. And most of us guys were hurt in the past. I was. And it's led me to become who I am now. And honestly, I don't consider myself to be a bad boy or to be an asshole. But I don't care. Now that I have an understanding of nature, female, and even my own, I don't care. A lot of times I can guess what's going to be said or how they're going to try to manipulate me and all that stuff. And to them, it conveys experience. Women are attracted to experience. And a lot of times my I don't care comes across to them. I've had women tell me that, man, you don't care. But as the late great Patrice O'Neal say, if you don't care, that bitch will not take a step. And if you don't care, it's showing past experience with the opposite sex. It's showing higher status through that experience. So, just an observation I've made. You were just in the mind of the king, and you just looked through the eyes of the king at the world around him. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Shoot me messages. Let me know. You know, this is a new channel. I'm gonna make other observations like this. Just wake up, learn about nature. We'll be discussing a lot of different things on this channel, but being in the stage I am now, I'm choosing to start off with a lot of this kind of content. So, again, thanks for visiting King's Eyes. Feel free to subscribe. Shoot me comments and I'll read every one. Talk to you later. Have a great one.